My name is Oliver. I'm one of the founders of Movilizer, and what we do is we provide a cloud for field operations. What this means is that we provide a SaaS infrastructure, and on that SaaS infrastructure we provide ready-made applications for all the field operation players in a company. So if you look at the users in a company making use of our software product, it's the blue-collar workers. It's the field service team, it's the technicians, it's the delivery drivers, it's the people working in the warehouse, doing serialization of products in order to enable track and trace. Those are the core people we connect with our software. Additionally, we connect with machines, so we gather the data for operations from a machine-to-machine communication. And the ultimate goal of that is to provide an interconnectivity between all those players in field operations. The topic is globalization today, so this is a snapshot of our cloud system. You can see where in the world currently customers are using the Movilizer. And since the Movilizer is a standard product, it's a standard product in terms of the platform, but also all the applications which we provide for those individual roles are standard. So it's very important for us that the product itself has a global impact. It works the same way in the US for a customer as it works in France. Slightly different customization, but there's a standard behind it. There's a pattern which is scalable. On the other hand side, if you look at our customers, they are international customers, they are global customers as well. So we have by default within our business a global aspect to it. Overall, we are servicing now around 170 customers. Most of them are international, but you can see as well that there are some local players, like Cancom is one of the leading German IT houses, but only active in Germany. So the solution can be used on a global level, but it makes perfect sense for companies working on a local level as well. Why are they using the Movilizer? They basically approach us with a very, very down-to-earth need. Most of the time, they need a mobile solution for one of their field operation workers. It could be a solution for the delivery driver. It could be a solution for a service technician. It's just that solution which is ideally implemented in the beginning. And it's always a discussion between business and IT how to implement that ideally. And what we bring to the company is a cloud-based platform which is able to connect the legacy systems to mobile devices, and we provide them a suite of ready-made business applications, which means if we talk to business, they see exactly what they will get, and by having the cloud approach, they will get it fast, they will get it immediately, and they will get it highly standardized. On the other hand side, we have IT, which looks at cloud in regards to security aspects, in regards to keeping control. The way we handle it is that the cloud itself can be used to connect only, it's a gateway, and the whole application logic stays in the back end. So the IT department retains full control over their landscape, and they don't have to learn any new technology. They don't have to develop for the mobile device. They don't have to learn anything new for the cloud. And that's the plug. This is how we get initially the cloud into the customer context, into our enterprise customers. And once that plug is in, it helps us to just activate innovation in that companies. Because our platform is able to do much more than a mobile application, it provides a collaborative environment. So we are able at that point in time through our cloud to connect with machines, to connect with business partners like resellers, to connect with the customers themselves because they use mobile devices. So it opens up the enterprises to an overall outside world by usage of our cloud capabilities. And then within the data, we can apply in the cloud rules to just drive business processes. Let me give you one example to make it very clear. Let's take a consumer product company. They have people delivering product. So in the beginning, we just deliver them a mobile solution for that delivery driver. After some time, they find they have a second role, which is the service technicians. Again, they use a mobile solution for that service technician. And this is the first time when that data is coming together in the cloud, and we can start changing the way that the company works, because we are able to activate the tracking, for example, of the devices, and we are able to help them to do the dispatching in a better way. So the cloud allows us to specifically implement additional applications, turn them on in the cloud by just having access to the data of different roles. And that continues. If you look at integration of clients, integration of resellers, they can have mobile devices. You can have a reseller doing inventory management with a mobile device. That information is running through the cloud again, so we know much more, much better what product he has sold and what his needs are in regards to the next replenishment. Integrate machines. We are integrating machines, compressors, who just send us their operational data, who send us their alarms, so that we can automatically trigger the closest service technician to go and repair the machine. That type of information is gathered in the cloud, and the nice thing is that the technologies like machine to machine themselves are there, but we make more out of it because we can get that data together and just work with it in order to improve the business processes for our customers. Are we successful with it? You see another Gartner stamp here. That's not a sign of success anymore, I think, after today. So we had a market launch in 2011. We started quite small with it, also because the cloud requires a certain time to prove itself in regards to security, stability, etc. This year we are servicing more than 150 customers. We are achieving a revenue of 10 million, and the recurring revenue alone, the annualized on the software product we produce, is 5 million. So it has evolved very fine over the last years, but we see that we need to take that step towards internationalization in order to make us grow and in order to be able to stand up the test against competition as well, which is acting on a global level. Who is behind the Movilizer? We are 80 people. We are a team of 80. We are international ourselves. So since the beginning, we had a very diverse team. We have more than 80 nationalities within our team, spread over 8 locations. Core is in Germany. We have 55 people in Germany working on the product development. R&D is here and so on. And then we have smaller locations where we just have predominantly sales, or a service center in Manila, for example, and we just started business in the US in order to understand the US market, in order to prepare ourselves for the internationalization. So our customers are global, our product is global, our team is global, and now the next step, and that's why we're here, is to seek support in order to put the whole organization to get global as well, in order to support the pull which we have for our product on a global scale. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Oliver. That was really interesting. Can you just, are customers able to develop their own apps? Do you have a platform for that, or must the apps be from? Yeah.
I didn't see it. I was looking for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Can
yes.
Yeah.
The answer is yes. So the Movilizer itself is a platform which allows you to develop applications. At this point in time, we try to develop the application on our own, because we would not stand the test with the current organization to be able to have partners and customers develop on their own. That requires a very, very strong organizational background. So we develop our applications on our own, but behind it is a platform which then can be unveiled in 1 or 2 years to be able for partners and customers to develop on their own. We currently have OEM partners who use our solution as part of their product, the mobile extension. They develop with it, so we have a proof that it's working, that partners can develop, but we are only doing that in a very controlled environment right now.
Thanks, Olivier. What is holding you back? What is the number one item or issue in your company and your readiness to go global?
I think it's people and knowledge. So I think it's we have to understand the markets. We did, as you see with the 8 locations, we did first experiences on our own, and I think we learned that if we want to go international, we have to have a good helping hand to do that in an efficient way. That is one thing, and the second thing is definitely then finding the right people. So we recruited most of our international team right now through a network, but we see that that will not help us if we start. I mean, it's more, right now we follow the network we have, but it should be other way around. We should find the best people to the market we want to go to. So I think it's those two which restrict us.
You mentioned that you did one successful exit. Probably I didn't get it before, it was also mentioned on the previous slide, but to whom did you exit to, and how can you benefit from that partnership?
So what we did is we bootstrapped the company and we built up a professional services team because we started it quite early. We thought it's a good idea to keep control completely over the product in the initial years. That bootstrapping was a professional services company. It worked extremely well. And at a certain point in time, we found that we need to sell it in order to be able to focus on the product completely again. The exit was done to a US company, and that company, after purchasing the professional services unit, had the exclusivity for the US market to sell the product. So that's how it was beneficial to us. Okay. It was me between you and the coffee break, so enjoy the break.